Okay, this is a video for Objective 43. Objective 43, calculate the cost of borrowing given a simple interest rate, is basically a review of Objective 37, which was investing with simple interest. So the problems are going to be all basically the same, except now we're talking about borrowing money instead of investing. The interest that was accumulated in the Objective 37 when you invested was money that you earned. Now the interest that accumulates is going to be money that you owe. When you borrow money or take out a loan, it costs you money to basically borrow money. If you don't usually just get to borrow money for free, you're going to have to pay a fee for that. Let's get started here and take a look. We're going to be using the standard simple interest equation. Okay, interest, or I equals PRT. Capital I is the amount of interest that is accumulated. So in this case, the amount of money you're going to have to, how much extra money you're going to have to pay. P is the principal. So that's either amount borrowed or invested. In these problems, it's going to be the amount that you want to borrow. R is the interest rate, and we're going to do that as a form of a decimal. And T is the time in years. I believe all these problems are in years. If you ever have a problem in months, you have to convert it to years by dividing by 12. Okay, so let's take a look here. Number 1, it says Mr. Williams takes out a $7,000 loan at a simple interest rate of 7% per year. The entire loan, including all interest, will be paid off in one payment at the end of the 4 years. How much interest will be due at the time the loan is paid off? So even though they talk about the whole thing being paid off at the end, the question says how much interest will be due. So we're only looking for the amount of interest. So this is a very straightforward problem. The principal is $7,000. Interest rate 7%. Remember, we move that over twice to the left. That's 0.07. And then times 4 years, and we get the $1,960. Number 2, it says Mr. Crow paid back a $4,500 loan with interest at the end of 3 years. The loan had a simple annual interest rate of 11%. If no payments were made until the end of the 3 years, how much did Mr. Crow pay at that time? So it says, how much did he pay at the time? So it doesn't just say just interest. So he has the amount of the loan plus the amount of the interest. So the total amount is actually your principal plus your PRT, because you have to pay back that actual original principal. So that will just carry down. We're going to multiply the principal times interest rate, which is 0.11, 11%, times 3. Order operations say you have to multiply these 3 first before you add the original amount. So that gives you 1,485 plus the 4,500, and so you get the 5,985. Okay. Number 3, it says a loan for $2,250 is made at a simple interest rate of 9%. How much interest is due at the end of 2 years if the entire loan, including interest, is paid off in one payment? So again, the question, even though it talks about the whole amount being paid at the end, it says how much interest is due. Okay. The only thing, the reason why knowing the whole thing's paid off at the end is meaning that all this money is being multiplied by that interest the whole number of years. So there's no payments made in the middle. So again, this number 3 is pretty straightforward. We just want to know the interest. We take the principal. The interest rate is 9, so 0.09. 2 years. We just multiply the 3, and we get $405. Okay. Number 4, I don't think I'm going to read the whole problem. It's just, again, same type of problem. The question asks how much interest. Okay, so you can see when they ask that, it's pretty straightforward. Principal times rate times time couple of the same numbers here as the last problem. Just multiply, you get the 1,980. Okay, number 5 and 6 look like they're asking the same type of question. Number 5, $18,500 loan, simple annual interest rate of 12%. Again, it says what is the total amount due at the end of 5 years if there's no payments made before. So again, we have, I actually wrote the equation down here as a reminder. The principal has to be paid back, and then we're going to add on the interest earned, which is the PRT. So 18,500 times 0.12 for 12% times 5 for the 5 years gives you $11,100. Okay. Add that to the 18,500 and you're going to get a total amount of $29,600. Okay. Number 6, same type of problem. There's a lot more words here, but if you just read through it, they're going to pay back the principal and interest on a $15,500 loan at the end of 4 years. Interest rate's 5% per year. And again, no payments made. And the key here and the question is, what was the total amount paid back? So again, we have the principal and then plus principal times rate times time. Multiply these three, gives you 3,100. Add on the 15,500 and you get 18,600. Okay. So I kind of went through a little quick, but there's really only 2 types of problems in there. So after you watch this, you should go to your money workbook, find practice 43, 44. Again, there's 12 problems here. I don't think you're going to have to do all 12 problems. Make sure you do some that ask for interest. Make sure you do some that ask for total amount. Check your answers here, and then come back for video 44. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.